All right, a little bit of celebrity news. We have Sylvester Stallone divorcing his wife after 25 years, which is a very big thing actually, especially if you factor in that it is after 25 years. Okay, I'll give my thoughts, especially given the fact that he had a tattoo of his wife and he got it covered with a dog's tattoo. I can relate to it because I had a tattoo of my girlfriend here, whom I loved and wanted to get married to, but I covered it up with a horror image. I'll give you my thoughts and you can let me know yours. See, the fact of the matter is why this news captures our fascination is because we grew up watching Sylvester Stallone take on these roles. Rambo, Rocky, Expendables. I mean, it is a character we love so much. I mean, ask any boxer, ask any fighter, even the latest Usman versus Leon Edwards in UFC. The guy who was an underdog, he calls himself Leon Rocky Edwards. Every underdog who goes into fighting has the name Rocky or uses the Rocky soundtrack, It's iconic. Running up the stairs and putting your hands up and all that. And yes, Rambo, one man fighting against the whole army. When you look at it from today's point of view, it's kind of funny. But those days, it was amazing. Now, why am I bringing this up? Why am I talking about it? When you look at your role models, you aspire to be like them. You see the good things about them and you want to emulate them. Yes, there are some people who even see the bad and want to emulate the bad. But predominantly, we admire them for the good things that they do. That is why when Johnny Depp and Amber Heard, the divorce was taking place, people are rooting for Johnny Depp because they felt he was sincere and genuine. Now the same thing is so many of these trucks. I wonder why. There's one more truck there. They're doing some construction work. Too much of dust. Normally you don't get trucks here. Okay, sorry. Benefits of making a video outdoor. Okay, so back to the... So we always look at the good side of a celebrity, and we root for them. Johnny Depp against Amber Heard, Sylvester Stallone, with his wife. And I remember one of my clients who's a woman. She's high up the ranks, but she's single. She was telling me how much she admires Sylvester Stallone for the simple fact that he is still married 25 years and going strong, and he has 3 or 4 lovely daughters, and they're such a beautiful family. She just said this, I think, hardly a month ago. And obviously his daughters had their YouTube channel and they took the interview of Sylvester Stallone. They took the interview of him and we kind of felt happy. Oh, okay. Although, the critic in me said, yeah, the only reason anyone will come to your channel is because Sylvester. I mean, you can't help it. The father's fame, the children will ride. And his daughters are lovely. They're very beautiful women. They're very talented. The wife is very beautiful. So you see this beautiful family. But then, one by one, when you start hearing bad news, you begin to wonder what's happening. In fact, the first problem that I remember Sylvester Stallone was going through, the first initial one was when he started to put these Instagram posts about, what do you call that? That they are destroying Rocky. Okay. He had sold I think he had sold the rights. Or I don't know what is his backstory. But the producers or the people who have the Rocky rights, the rights to it, are making another Rocky-based movie, and Drago, the guy who plays Drago, can't get his name, Ivan Drago. By the way, he has a PhD, huh? He's very well educated, that guy. So he's going to play a role and all that. So he felt they destroyed his character. Now, over there, my view, this is my view. You know, if legally on paper it doesn't belong to you, you can't claim anything, man. That's self-entitlement. If you own the rights to it, fine, nobody can take it away from you. But you don't have the rights to that story or that name or whatever, Like, for example, the other one, Mike Tyson. Hulu created this new documentary of Mike Tyson. And Mike Tyson was really pissed off about it because they didn't pay him a single penny or whatever. They're making a story about him. And when Dana White of UFC got a call from Hulu and said, we'll pay you millions of dollars, promote the film, Mike Tyson called him up and said, please don't accept money because, they're not paying me anything. And Dana White of UFC dropped the Hulu deal of millions because he stood by his friend. Now, is Tyson right? See, you have to go by the books. You have to go by law. Okay? You may not like my answer, but you have to go by law. The law states ABC. You follow the law. Now, if there is a law or there's a trademark or he owns the rights to Mike Tyson, fine. If someone is making a biography of him, independent, and they don't have to pay him anything, you can't do anything about it, man. Let's say, for example, someone decides to make a unauthorized biography of me, example, or think of somebody else. Me or someone else can't say, hey, why are you making this thing? It's like writing an article or putting a Wikipedia page about another person, Yes, we do feel love for Mike Tyson. We grew up watching him. He's close to our hearts. But you cannot have this self-entitled claim. Okay, you can request, pay me something because you're using my story. But then you can't demand, no? See, Mike Tyson can make all the noise, but in the end, what can he do? Hulu is playing the ball, legally. Now, same thing with Sylvester Stallone. He was complaining about Rocky. Now, you might be wondering what this has got to do with the divorce. I'll come to it. So he was complaining, and I never, out of all the years that I've, heard or whatever, I don't follow celebrities. I never heard of Sylvester Stallone complaining, bitching or moaning about anything. This was the first time, maybe because it's close to his heart. So I felt something was really wrong. And then obviously on his YouTube channel, he has a YouTube channel. I saw 2 or 3 of his videos. I saw, okay, he's trying to get some attention. Do you remember Sylvester Stallone lifting the plates, kneeling down and lifting the plates? Well, I was wondering, what is he doing? Because he's lifting the plates 20 kg on each hand and lifting it up. I was like, what is he doing? And then, because we have experience in bodybuilding, we knew that was fake weights. He was trying to fake it. And this was proved by one bodybuilding coach. The bodybuilding coach's name is Greg or something. He tried to do the same thing. It's not possible. And he's bigger than Sylvester Stallone. He could not lift it. The only plate he was able to lift was, I think, 2 kg or 3 kg, not 20 kg. Because you're extending, your center of gravity, mass, you can't control the whole thing. So I saw Sylvester Stallone doing these fake weights, and it's like, okay, maybe old age, he just wants to stand out. His physique is still good. Agreed, he takes testosterone, he takes steroids, but he works hard. He diets for 76 or whatever. I mean, wow. You and me, forget 76. You and me at this age, we can't maintain a physique like that. Okay, so until now it was all okay, nothing bad. But then when I saw the Daily Mail Online article where he had this tattoo of his dog on top of his wife's face, a couple of thoughts came to my head. First is, I mean, to get a tattoo is a very big thing. Okay, and Sylvester's still not a kid. Okay, in my case, I did it when I was in my 30s. You could say immaturity. He's 76. Okay, so now he had his wife. You know, in order to cover your tattoo, it's a big statement. It's not a small statement, it's a very big statement. And the statement is very clear. I no longer wish to have you in my life. That's what it means. And then when you have your dog, you can't compare a dog to a human being, man. No matter how much we say dog is family. He, wife is where and dog is where. I know the Western community, for them, dog is same as a human being. But you're putting your dog's face there. I think what the statement you're trying to show is maybe loyalty. My dog is more loyal than you are. I felt that is what he was trying to say. Okay. And you know the insult that is for a woman, and she's not someone who will take it down, you know, like a victim. She is going to stand up. She is a, you know, like a woman with class and elegance and self-respect and money. I mean, the minute she comes to know that he has put a dog's face instead of mine, of course she'll retaliate. Now, what I think happened, see, I don't think the divorce took place because he put the dog's face on her. I think it has been taking place for quite some time. See, whenever a marriage has issues and problems, it builds up over the period of time. And given the fact that I have had 3 divorces, I can tell you this much. Divorce is not a small thing. It involves a lot of thought. And especially in the West, when a guy decides to divorce a female, he will take the brunt of the hit. Like he will lose money. Whatever he's earnings, he'll have to give half. And I'm pretty sure she's going to claim every drop, every bit. Like Jeff Bezos' wife took billions. Now she's contributing millions as charity. Yeah, it's not your fucking money. It's your husband's money. Elon Musk divorced his, or left his girl. Or all these rich people who leave these females. These females want respect and all that, but you want free money also. Well, they're playing by the books, the law. You have to be smart like Donald Trump and take a prenuptial, which is highly recommended. So anyway, now they both have decided divorce. I can assure you this much, that divorce was, I think, in his head or mind for quite some time. And then obviously, I feel, I can be wrong, he started making all the adjustments to ensure the financial blow would be less. Even Arnold Schwarzenegger divorced his wife. So he also had to play the same game. I wouldn't be surprised if Sylvester Stallone contacted Arnold and asked him, man, what are the things to consider? Or he must have gotten in touch with a lawyer and tried to figure out what should be done. So that part is definitely there. And then the actual final statement, I mean, I would say that when he decided, okay, now it's the time, I've done everything, separated stuff and all that, and obviously they must have been arguing and fighting and all that, he made a public statement by changing her face to the dog, which, I mean, was a public humiliation and slap for her. And now, obviously, she is not going to take it lying down. Fuck you, I'm going to divorce you. It's sad. Listen, end of the day, you never want to see your heroes, your idols. You never want to see the people you admire, their lives destroyed or complications. Yes, we like drama, but not drama for the, people we hold close to our hearts. Sylvester Stallone is 76, man. I can tell you one thing. Age catches up with you. His mental faculty, his physical body and all that is not the same as he was in his 20s. 76. Imagine that. 76. And he's still maintaining himself. I remember his article when he was in his 30s. I cut and kept that paper. He used to take 64 tablets. 64 those days, huh? in his 30s, 64. I had that article. I don't know where I kept it. So if a guy takes so much in his 30s, and remember he got caught in Australia with uh, testosterone. His lawyers flew down when he went for a shooting, and then he put it under wraps and said, "It's a misunderstanding. Let's sort this out." For Sylvester to do this, it's a very big thing. And like I said, I had these tattoos. For me to get them was a very big thing. Yes, emotional. But to remove them, you have to be 100% sure. And Sylvester Stallone didn't do this impulsively. He did it after a lot of careful thought. Lots. Anyway, what do you think? I don't know. You can put your theories, or we are all guessing, because I can tell you one thing. Sylvester and his wife, neither of them are going to, put their dirty laundry for the world to see. And obviously they'll take signatures to make sure that they don't badmouth each other. Because legally they'll say, you're not going to say anything, speak anything, take your money. I know how it works. So anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Good, bad, ugly. Love to hear from you. You guys take care. Alright? Ciao.